This episode was brought to you by Ixius and her chosen charity, worldbuilders.org. Hello, members of the Pride, and welcome back to another episode of Pumpkin Days. So, I am going to quickly do this real quick and get the... Oh, sugar beets. Oh, cool. Isn't that part of our... Sugar beets. Isn't that part of the thing? Oh, it's... I thought sugar beets was one of the things we had. Apparently it's not. That's okay. We will... You know what? We're going to turn a few of these into seeds. And we're going to replant some of these just to keep the dream alive. Let's go to here and... Oh, no, stop that. That's not precisely what I wanted to do, but I guess that works. Let's go there and there. I tell you, the controls on this are just kind of imprecise, and it's for a game that kind of that focuses on farming. It's kind of surprising just how weird it can be when it comes to this kind of thing. Okay, 7. Now, today, I am thinking what we are going to do. Let's open this thing up, and let's put this in there, and this in there. We'll go ahead and definitely going to keep the pickaxe, and it looks like that's a solid pickaxe, because today we're going to go mining. I have done a little bit more research, and thank you so much for all of the helpful hints that you guys have been giving me. You guys have no idea how much I need these hints. I went ahead and put a ton of crops. I experimented a little bit with cooking. As you can see, I'm making cherry juice and the grilled fish, and I tried making coconut water. I guess I need to put those sugar beets away before I go. But I'm putting all the gems into here because we want to open up the gem polishing station, and apparently that's the only way you can open up the gem polishing station is if we give them all our gems for a while. So that, I think, is going to be our next big thing. We are going to go mining today, and we're just going to mine until we drop. You know what? But now that I'm looking at my energy and I'm looking at the time and stuff, I think I'm going to take a quick sleep before we do. Oh, and someone else told me. Okay, so here's something weird. Apparently, all you need is 2 hours of sleep, and you will reset your sleepiness factor. Now, you won't gain back all of your energy, of course, but you gain back your sleepiness factor. So, and apparently you can go for, what was it, 30 hours is what somebody said? Was it 30 hours? I don't remember, but it's something like 30 hours before you'll pass out from sleep, from lack of sleep. So, okay, my wife keeps nagging me to make more windmills. You have no idea how much of a pain those are to build. I guess you'll be needing one to turn grains and other crops into useful products. You have to ship at least 100 grains to inspire. Well, I just shipped a bunch of wheat, so that's good. You can ship rice, sugarcane, barley, cocoa, wheat, or coffee. Well, I do believe I have coffee plants being made. And I just shipped all my wheat foolishly and forgot to... I hope I replanted some of it. I don't remember. And payment for the last shipment, which is awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's do some mining today. We need to keep going deeper and deeper and deeper into these mines. Because apparently, and forgive me, I'm sniffing today. It's I don't know. It seems like every time I'm recording lately, I have a stuffy nose, so I don't know what's going on with me. Just bad luck, I guess. My recording days just sort of works out that way. Okay, so There we go. Wahoo Beach or the museum. Would it be faster? You know, I actually don't think it would be faster to go to Clementine Mine. Oops, I like that. Ah, stop sniffing. I actually don't think it would be faster to go to the museum and then from there to Clementine Mine. Not only am I burning 2 more hours, but I suspect that the trip is actually shorter if I just walk. It would be nice if the bus stop were a little bit closer to home, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, see, Clementine Mine is right there. I mean, I realize that the museum is right over there, but, I mean, that's 2 hours gone, and then I have to come... Yes, I don't know. Something makes me think that that would be a bad choice to go. So we're going to we're going to mine up everything, but we are going to keep going deeper and deeper. Oh, that was another thing, and thank you so much for people who gave me this this tip here. Apparently, I can turn my shadows off or maybe down. Let's try just low and see what happens. Resume. Okay, maybe turn the shadows off. Off. How about that? And resume. Oh. Well, yeah, that helps. That helps a little. Maybe I have to restart. Maybe I have to restart my game in order for it to kick into effect. Maybe I'll try that after this episode. If I'll see if I can't restart the game, and maybe that'll fix the shadows. Because I regret how much how really hard it is to see in here. Because I mean, I can see it okay, but I mean, even I'm kind of going, is it there? It's hard to see. And if I'm squinting that much, I'm afraid you guys are going to be squinting that much. And, you know, the whole point for you guys to be here is to watch. And if you can't watch, then, well, it's kind of, you know, defeating the purpose. So, so pay attention to your energy there, Lion. So we're going to be picking up, we're going to be mining up everything we can. And now let's try this coconut water. This was one of the things I experimented with, and okay, that wasn't bad. How about some grilled fish? Okay, and now we know the mushroom soup. What about cherry juice? Ooh, cherry juice isn't bad. And how about a little more grilled fish? All right. So that's doing pretty well there. Let's keep on keeping on. All this iron is very good because it'll help us keep up our iron tools. We do have a tendency to... Oh, okay. We can't go through that way. We do have a tendency to burn through our tools. And iron is, while probably not the best, the best material to use, it's a solid one for what we have until we can do... until we can start getting some of the higher quality stuff. That, you know, it's, I just, you know, you got, those of you who have watched me for years, you guys know, I like mining in games. I've just always enjoyed mining. I don't know what it is about mining in video games, but I enjoy it. So, I might be doing a bit of that in this game. Alright, let's go deeper in, further on and further in. Got aluminum, very cool. I guess that's more aluminum maybe. Silver, very nice. Right, and so we're going to be tungsten. That, and of course we do need the different bars and such. We do need more gems. We need everything in this game. I mean, that's just a fact. All right, let's drink some cherry juice. Drink some cherry juice. Drink some cherry juice. And have some turnip soup. Nice. All right. Oh, this is a gem. Porphyry. And I'll say, I mean, while there are several aspects to this game that need a lot of tweaking, in my opinion, I will say that in general, this game is pretty good considering its early access. There are a lot of tweaks that need to be done, and right now they really haven't gotten too heavily into the questing aspect of the game, which is understandable. You know, the first thing most I'm loving all the gold. The first thing that typically a game maker will do is focus on the mechanics, and then they'll worry about the actual gameplay, and that makes sense. You have to be able to play the game effectively before you can do stuff in the game. So I do understand most game makers nowadays, why most game makers will, I should just call them developers, shouldn't I? Why they release for early access. For the longest time, I had a real problem with early access because I thought, oh, you're just trying to cash in, and you're just trying to fool the gaming community, and what the hell, that's crazy. Why are you doing it? But the more research and the more I kind of have thought about why they do release for early access, the more I began to realize that, well, actually, it not only has a real practical purpose, but it's smart. It's actually genuinely smart to release the game early for gamers who don't mind playing unfinished games. And the reason for that is not only do you get to check all the bugs, but you also get to tweak the game for final end game users. Because a lot of people who just want to play the end game, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I prefer a finished game myself. Sorry. For me, it makes sense that if I'm going to pay the money, I deserve a finished game. And so I completely understand, and I have no problem with people who just say, early access, I don't care. I don't want to do it. I don't blame you. Not at all. I'm actually completely there with you. I prefer a finished game. But I do also understand, and that was another thing. I got a hold of the developers and was asking them, what the heck's going on with energy? This is crazy. And they said, pay attention to the sweat, and whenever the guy sweats, check your energy. And if it's at 1/4, they said, don't mess with it, just do it. Just start eating right there. Don't push your luck. And I was like, you know what? That's a smart way to handle it. So that's what I plan to do from now on. Is I'm just not gonna be pushing that envelope anymore, unless we just absolutely have to. Because that was kind of driving me nuts. But anyway, I kind of got off my point here. Let's see, did we want to go that way or this way? I'm having to remember. I don't remember. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go along the wall. I don't remember. Either way, we're gonna grab up everything we can anyway. So, but yeah, the reason I understand the reasoning why they release it early, just because it's a lot easier for players to find bugs, and ooh, amethyst. They can find petrified wood. Nice. All right. Yeah, they can find lots of gems. I'm loving it. They can find bugs, and they're not going to care. You know, when you get an early access game, you are accepting the fact that it is not finished, and so, you know, people are typically not going to get too upset about the fact that there's bugs in the game because it's early access. They know darn well it's not finished, and they can just kind of shrug and say, well, okay, let's report it, and we are contributing to the success of an otherwise good game. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness. Wow, seriously? That is a very tough boulder right there. And my pickaxe is going to be dying here pretty soon. I don't know if my pickaxe is going to be able to survive this. I probably should have brought a second one, but I honestly expected an iron pickaxe to last longer. Huh. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll travel back and excuse me, man, I'm phlegmy this morning. Sorry. We'll head back. We'll start smelting what we have, and we'll make another. We'll make the best pickaxe we can, and maybe we'll. Oh, that's just the other direction. The other way, huh? Yes. There's so many twists and turns in this cave. It's so easy to get lost. Anyway, I'm sorry I keep getting distracted from what I'm telling you. I hope I'm getting back okay. It's better to test your game on people who don't care if it's broken, or at least are willing to accept that it's broken, that it's not complete, because then they can go to the developers and say, "Hey, man, this thing's busted. You know, fix it. What the hell?" And the developers, you know, knowing that gamers are gamers, and sometimes they're rougher, more critical criticisms that are a little bit nastier can still be helpful, because, you know, they're still telling the developers, hey, this particular thing is wrong, fix it. Not to mention that they can make adjustments to, hey, this mechanic, this just doesn't work. Hey, this particular method of, timing, like for me, time in this game just sucks. It's just awful. And I've made complaints. I've said, hey, look, the time aspect in this game is driving me crazy. I don't like it. I want to be able to, be relaxed, a little more relaxed in my game, and not be so pressured to play this game in a certain way. And most of the time, developers take that into consideration, especially if there's a lot of complaints in terms of, hey, this particular aspect of the game, we don't like it. And they'll most of the time developers will be like, oh well, nobody likes this mechanic. I think maybe we need to change it. It's the foolish developer that ignores that, and that's kind of part of what I want to talk about today, because I'm discovering that Pumpkin Interactive is proving to be a bit stubborn when it comes to their game. There have been many complaints about time in this game. Many complaints about time in this game. I'm not the only one who's talking about it. If I was the only person, then I would shut up and accept that I'm just being picky, and that I need to stop and just let them build their game. But that's not proving to be the case. There's actually a rather large section of players that have been complaining about, hey, we don't like how this game is working out. You know what? We're going to take some of this wheat out and we're going to turn some of it into seeds. Since he's saying that we need to build a bunch of seeds, turn in a bunch of seeds, we're also going to turn that into the box. I kind of wonder if we shouldn't just turn like all of this into the box, but I want to keep some of it because I want to keep food going. We'll hold on to it for now. And yeah, it's bothering me that Pumpkin Interactive is proving to be a little stubborn about certain aspects of their game. They are just refusing to even talk about. Now, it's their game, and it's not for me to say, hey, they got to do it my way, or forget it. But I do find it a little. I don't like the fact that they are ignoring, or I should say, choosing not to listen to their customer base, because when it comes to time, that's not what I wanted to do. Did I just? Yes, I did, didn't I? Move back. If a large portion of their customer base is saying, hey, this isn't working, rather than being stubborn and digging in your heels and saying, well, you just don't know, maybe it's time to listen to your customer base and not be stubborn about it. But I am noticing that's just not the case here. It does seem like Pumpkin Interactive is being a little less than open to that kind of criticism. I don't want to. They're being polite. I'm not saying they're being rude about it. But they're also not really listening to what we say either. And that's a little. I don't know. That's kind of a bummer for me. I don't really like the fact that. I don't want to say I'm being ignored. They are responding to what I'm saying, but they're also saying, you know what? It's our game. This is the way we want it. So thank you for your criticism, but we're going to keep it the way it is. And it's like, but you've got a large portion of your fan base who is saying, hey man, this is a problem, and you're ignoring it. I don't know if that's the best choice for you to make. And it is what it is. They are digging in their heels, and they're not listening in that case. And if that's if that's the way it is, then that's the way it is. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and go, I don't want to do then. If they're not going to listen to me, then blah, blah, blah. Nah, I'm not going to do that. that it's a small person that can't accept, you know, that I'm not the only person playing this game. I'm not a developer. If I can't handle the fact that the developers aren't listening to what I say, then what kind of person am I? It's time I grew up. But in this particular case, it feels a lot like I'm being dismissed rather than genuinely having my peanut butter. What? Peanut butter? Oh, sorry, I'm sniffing. Antique desk and weather, and it's raining! And tomorrow it's going to rain again. Well, 97% chance of it raining. But, yay, it's raining! I don't have to water today. So I don't know. I just wanted to comment on that because to me it feels like my concerns for this game aren't really being appreciated. I guess that's probably the best way to put it. I don't feel like my suggestions are appreciated. It feels more like I'm being kind of tolerated. And that kind of bothers me. I I don't know. As a gamer, one would think that you would want to have your opinions a little bit more, I don't know, paid attention to. And since they don't, I don't know, it just bothers me. I think I'm going to make 2 gold pickaxes. I think pickaxes are a very important part of our thing here, and let's do that. Okay, so experiment, and I believe it's 3, right? Yeah, 3 bars in 1. So experiment. Oh, darn it! I keep forgetting it doesn't hold it. And build. And bam. Awesome. Especially since there is, I mean, you can see it. Their game is very decent. It feels like they're putting a lot of effort into the game, and I appreciate that. That kind of dedication to your game is good. That's a oh, that's right. I can do 6 here, but I don't want to do 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and bam, and then whoop. No, I want to do 1, 2. Yeah, I'll whoop, do that here. There we go, and we'll go 1, 2. Oh, that's right. I only have 5 seeds. I don't know why I thought I had 6. And did I see? No, I did not. For some reason, I did. I was gonna say I thought I saw glowy. There we go. I was gonna say I thought I saw glowy stuff. It's for the mushrooms. The mushrooms will get us mushroom soup. That's very good. Do I have more glowy things? I don't see more glowy things. So before we end this episode, I'm going to run over and buy some more seeds because we still have a large number of a large quota that we have to cover, and I really haven't done much for this quota at all. Plus, of course, we need lots of grains like barley, and we have... Oh, you wouldn't happen to have any disaster dishes? Well, I did. I just sold them all. I mean, I'm not saying that you're a terrible cook. Uh-oh, I'm falling asleep. I just could use some to make some extra fertilizer. I've been asking around everyone for... Oh! That's what disaster dishes are good for! If you bring me some, I'll share some of my fertilizer with you. Yes! How many do you need? Thanks, buddy. What failed dishes? How many? 20 disaster dishes. Dude, I experiment with cooking. So that'll work. I'll just when I'm experimenting with dishes dishes and I get disaster dishes. Oh, okay, yep, I know. Um then that's cool. How you doing? No watering crops today? Heck yeah. I'm going to spend some time playing some games. And buy and sell. All right. Um let's buy some more barley seeds. I think I already have some barley being made, but I mean, we do need to make a lot of barley because we want to get the beer barrels and we need the grains. So maybe we want to just do, I'm just going to buy 10 and just go crazy. I don't remember if I bought coffee seeds or not because I have the memory of tree mold. So I'm going to buy 3. Kidney seeds, I'm going to go ahead and buy kidney bean seeds. And I'm going to buy some more potato seeds. Peppercorn, I have not. I don't think I have peppercorn. And no, okay, now there's beets and there's sugar beets. I have sugar beets. Let's buy some of those. And I think I already have turnips, and I think I already have potato seeds. But that's all right. You know, we'll just make more. We'll make more. You know, that's cool. It's cool. So let's bring these here, and we're gonna get these planted before. Well, you know what? Actually, let's just head back to the shop and get some. We'll get some sleep, and we'll go ahead and end the episode, and I will plant all these in the next episode. So yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts on how it seems like this particular game has been going, how Pumpkin Interactive has been reacting to its fan base, and I don't know. I'm so far less than impressed with how Pumpkin Interactive has been treating its fan base, and it seems like the fan base, the community, seems to be kind of less than accepting as well of any sort of criticism of this game. You've always got your hardcore fans who they're going to defend the game till the day they die, and whatever. You always ignore the extremes. You ignore the people who whine and complain about every stupid little nitpicky thing. It's early access. Grow up. It's going to happen. Then you've got the other side that are like fanatical hardcore fans that will never say anything bad about it ever, and every little bug in the world is just perfect and wonderful and terrific. You've got your extremes. You ignore your extremes. You listen to your middle. And it seems like I don't know, it just feels to me like they're even ignoring their middle. And it's just bothering me. And because it's bothering me, I don't know how much of this game I'm going to play. I do really like the game, but it just feels to me like Pumpkin Interactive developers need to grow up a little. Because it just feels like we're being dismissed. And I don't like that. Game developers should be listening to their people, even if they disagree with them, and interacting and saying things like, "Hey, we're taking that into account. Where we're gonna approach that. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about it." There's obviously a lot of people talking about it, and I'm not talking about like, "Hey, I really think that beets should be green instead of red," and rare, rare, rare. Nitpicky stuff you can dismiss, but when we're talking about game mechanics that make a serious effect in the game, and tons of people are complaining about it, why would you ignore that? To me, that makes me think developers are being stubborn and not listening to their fan base, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So we're gonna keep playing this for a little while. We're gonna see how. We're gonna play it a little bit, and we're gonna see where it goes. But right now, I'm a little disillusioned with Pumpkin Days, and particularly Pumpkin Interactive. But we'll see where it goes. I do enjoy the game. I am enjoying where we're going with it. It just feels like there's an awful lot of little problems and some glaringly big problems that really need to be addressed. And if they're not even willing to talk about it, you know, but anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this particular episode. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do the liking and the subscribing and the commenting down below. You guys are awesome, and I truly appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, everyone, always remember that anyone can be a mouse that roars, but it takes someone special to be a lion that squeaks. So embrace your inner lion and squeak on! And I think once we get those crops planted, we might go back mining again. I want to keep mining that place out. I want to keep getting deeper into the mine. That may be a priority of ours, because now that we've got 2 gold pickaxes, we should be able to start really making a big dent in that cave. And we've got lots of food too. Well, yeah, we should be able to make some more food in the next episode. So I think maybe we might make a real push into the cave and see what we can do.